Hello, Fantasy Goats. Welcome to week 12. This is our fantasy football outlook show. This is where we're going to get into, just taking a look at the players, the matchups, some situations, where we're going to use this time as like a springboard. We're gonna take a look at what we might be considering to start tomorrow. Players that we might want to sit on Saturday night. Players that were going to be full go Sunday kickoff, and then of course we'll connect it all together with the Sunday show when we react to it. All right, goats. Once again, this is a new Week 12 Fantasy Outlook show, and it's going to start right now. Hello, my goats. How are you this evening? Look at the goats already coming in here, full force. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Well, again, I am your shepherd. You are watching the Fantasy Goats Week 12 Fantasy Outlook show, where we're going to look at the players, anything that stands out or something that we're watching that we're going to be looking at for this upcoming week. Right, Warrior Loft? The Warrior Goat is in the house. He's got to start JJ Pickens, Michael Wilson versus the Jags. Well, I appreciate you giving us that defense. Yeah, no, I mean, we're always looking at it from I shouldn't say we're always, but one thing that we want to do is look at it from a matchup standpoint. The other thing we want to do is make sure that we got the right camera slot, Warrior Goat, because this ain't it. I think that's it. I know I'm a lunatic. I get excited when we come on for you guys. There's the B Goat. Yeah, so Warrior, I mean, first things first. Of course, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help any and all that wind up coming into our shows. I mean, like, look, I think between the three of us, we've had a lot of success over the last few years. I only say few because I only know Rhino and JX for a few years. But between the three of us, we've had a lot of success when it comes to fantasy. So, like, we want to just like present that forward to you guys. And yeah, a lot of it for me anyway is looking at these matchups and how particular offense is going to go up against a particular defense, Warrior Loft. So yeah, I appreciate getting the defensive rankings here. B, and not B Goat, but B. This is these guys are all on Sunday. I know you're anxious. I know it. I get it. I freaking get it. Right off the freaking top. It would be. We're not all right. So you know what? I'm glad that we have a JJ. I'm going to assume that's Justin Jefferson here, right? Justin Jefferson, Pickens, and Michael Wilson. These are wide receivers. That's not JJ McCarthy. I am looking at that game. I am. Because when is it going to give? When are we going to get the flow with the ebb? Justin Jefferson's not going to finish off this season as a wide receiver 2. I mean, he's just not. He's too damn good. He's too damn good. I'm going to start the 2 out of 3 players here with the most talent. And that would be Justin Jefferson, and it's going to be Curious George. Michael Wilson does have a fantastic matchup against the Jaguars. No Marvin Harrison again. So yeah, no, I get it. I don't think. Well, let me put it to you this way: think Michael Wilson's going to have that type of game again? like the ebb and the flow. What's my outlook on Brissett? He's playing very good. Jacoby Brissett is playing very, very good. I think the Jaguars are hungry. What I'm looking at here, what I'm really looking at, aside from the running back situation in Jacksonville, we'll see if that continues to be a 50-50 split. I don't really think Michelle Tootin is that hurt. And I think Etienne's grip, his grip on the starting position, or his grip on the amount of snaps that he's had for the first 11 weeks, 10 weeks, might be slipping away. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at Michelle Tootin and Travis Etienne. However, since you're bringing it up, Jacoby Brissett's playing good. They don't really have that good of a running game, whether Trey Benson returns or not. He's going to have to throw the ball. But we also know that he's got a premier tight end. The Cardinals, though. The Cardinals are such a bad organization. Cardinals are sad. It's just a sad organization. Warrior Loft. I appreciate you being here. By the way, Goats, just in case, we are marching towards our new subscriber goal of 650 by the Super Bowl. That's a modest goal. I think we should be able to get there. We should be able to get that goal. Nevertheless, I know that most of you guys watching us are already subscribed, but if you can, just please give us a like. For those of you that are just watching now, watching for the first time, just subscribe. There's no off season here with the Fantasy Goats. We're here for you. All off season, where we're paying attention to all the free agency news, where we're really paying attention to the rookies that are coming in, not just the rookies on offense, although primarily we play fantasy with offensive players. What about the defense? What about the rookie defenders that are making an impact right now? I can name a few. I know that, I know there aren't that many IDP maniacs here, but there are definitely a few. Derek Stingley was once a rookie. Malachi Starks right now is a rookie. Abdul Carter is a rookie, although he's not really making that big of an impact. You think the opportunity is king. I see you, a Linda Goat, and the J Goat. I see the J motherfucking Goat and the B Goat up here. I think opportunity is king. Yeah. I do. But there's also... yeah, okay, so he's going to get more opportunity. I mean, he gets another, fantastic, like, here it is on a platter for you, Michael Wilson. But to say that he's going to have a repeat of last week, it would be that's fool's gold. I think what would be realistic in the situation would be the fucking microphone. I think what would be realistic is somewhere along the lines of 80 to 100 yards on 7 to 8 catches. Maybe he gets the touchdown too. It would be a good start, without question. And if it wasn't for your other two wide receivers, I'm most likely going to recommend Michael Wilson again, based on opportunity and volume, without question. You're not, J Goat? Yeah, see, like, for me, because of the wide receiver room that the Warrior has, it's like shit. Like it's like, it's a good problem to have. I know that I know a lot of people. I see that expression a lot. Believe me, I see it a lot on the streets of X, where somebody will compliment the roster. Oh yeah, it's a great roster. Oh, you have a fantastic roster. Good problem to have. A good problem is still a problem. So I get it. All the goats are here. All my fucking goats. Appreciate all my goats. Just don't forget, guys, tomorrow is the main lineup advice show. Saturday is another main lineup advice show. Ezekiel Elliott, GOAT. Should I trade Schultz for Shakir? You gonna do it right now and then start one of them? Don't start Schultz. All right, you want to talk about this game for a second? Let's talk about this game for a second. The one thing that the Bills do really good is stop the tight end. Khalil Shakir, on the other hand, this is like an anomaly. They're activating Gabe Davis. They don't give a crap what Keon Coleman did. They're sitting him for a second straight game. And Khalil Shakir, again, almost like it's right there in the palm of his hand. He's still a wide receiver 3, Ezekiel GOAT. You could play Shakir and we could cross our fingers that he'll break one off. Josh will get him in space. This defense is really good. The only one I would want if I'm a Bills is James Cook or Allen, obviously. Cook. If there's a weakness, so funny too. Weakness. When I say weakness, they're still eighth versus running backs. The Texans. So that's 8. That's their worst ranking. They're 1 against the quarterback. They're outstanding defense. So yeah, no, I wouldn't. Don't start Dalton Schultz against the Bills. That's not the play. Nico, yes. Woody, motherfucking Woody Woodrow. Who's got Woody? Trade for Woody. Well, actually, hold off on that part. If you already have Woody should be starting, as the Bills can't stop the run. Jake Goat, baby. Would you start Chase, Rome, Zach, Romeo, or Bayshell? I don't like how Zach Charbonnet is trending down. Okay, so that would be part of what I'm looking for this weekend with the Seahawks against the Titans. I think Kenny Skywalker is going to get more work. I really do. So I don't like the way Zach Charbonnet is trending. I don't like the way Rome Odunze is trending either, which is sad. I wasn't thinking Rome Odunze for the Bears game. I'm all eyes on somebody else there. Romeo, Bayshell. Chase Brown, on the other hand, Cincinnati Bengals are playing the Patriots. Ugh, terrible. Maybe he gets there on volume. If Joe Shiesty plays, now we've got something else to talk about. So we're looking at that. I would feel good. I would feel better, I should say, starting Chase Brown as long as Joe Shiesty is back under center. If not, we know Tootin's still sharing the load. Rome Odunze may be a good option, but may not be a good option. Yeah. Jacob, whoa. What a team. Hi, Sniper. How are you? Should I start Shavers tonight? Should you? Do you have a better option? If you have a better option, I wouldn't start Shavers. Just because Keon Coleman? No, this defense is way too good for that. Way too good for that. No Shavers and Shavers. No law firm of Shavers and Shavers. If anything, look, this is going to have to go through James Cook, and it's gonna have to go through maybe a tight end, and it's gonna maybe have to go through their most talented wide receiver, but then there could be a fluke in the mix. So look at what it's gonna have to take for Shavers or Gabe Davis, or I know I'm missing someone. Maybe is Curtis Samuel active, or Elijah Moore active? I mean, like, or one of these other flukes. I don't expect a high-scoring affair. I expect this to be somewhere along the lines of a 21-17, like Rhino called, or even worse, 17-14. We got to hope that Josh Allen is going to give us some rushing upside, and he'll run one himself. So that's why B-Goat, we can't sit Josh Allen. He offers us the best, highest floor for any quarterback in this game. Any quarterback. Snipes. How is your day? Is the J and the Warrior Loft and the B-Goat and the guys. I promise we're going to get to all of the start sits, all your lineup decisions. Make sure you leave a thumbs. It's like this, my boy, my motherfucking J-Goat. Alinda baby. How are you, Alinda baby? I need to start 2 full PPR Jacobs if he plays. Woody. Fire up Woody, man. Fire up Woody, and we'll worry about Jacobs and Tyler Warren in the flex some other time. Jacobs is probably not going to play. Maybe Sniper has even further information, considering that she's given the mandate. She's giving the mandate down to LaFleur. Just let him sit. Let him make sure that he's fully healed, because we want him for the Thanksgiving game. That's why I don't think Jacobs is playing. No Jacobs. So I need you. So you put Woody in now. Now, Linda, we worry about the other situations later. I'm starting Woody. I'm gonna ride and die with. I'm starting Woody. Not just because I have him, along with CMC, along with Woody Marks is probably like my number 2 running back right now. As a matter of fact, I swung and missed with Jordan Mason all summer. Tyrone Tracy all summer. I think opportunities can take you. Yeah, JJ McCarthy's horrible. 9. Why don't we start calling him 9? It's like it's a route. He's like a route. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and motherfucking gentlemen, gentle goats. I heard the noise. I heard it. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There he is.
Ed.
Well, I don't see you. Where are you?
I don't know.
Rhino, I hear you. Where are you? Holy shit. What about this? Does this work?
There we go.
What the man? I thought I had this. I thought I had this all worked out.
That's what you
Rhino.
get for thinking sometimes.
What the hell, man? Yeah, so I was just telling the goats here that for tonight's game, yeah, we're firing up Woody.
Oh hell yeah!
I don't like Shavers. I don't like any other build besides Allen or Cooks.
Mhm.
I mean, Shakir is still like a wide receiver 3 until we really start seeing like no route participation, no snap participation, none of that. Yeah, FS Warrior, but I'm definitely not seeing him. And what I was also telling the goats here, all the goats, they're so anxious. The goats are anxious. I get it.
You're not city pickers for Michael Wilson, no.
Well,
No.
yeah, and I get the argument. I get the argument because Michael Wilson's going to get another glorious opportunity to be a wide receiver one, the second target earner for the team, and I would not expect him to put up the same numbers again. That would be absurd.
It's fool's gold, my brother.
I
Fool's
just
gold.
I just I just said that.
Did you?
I just said that. Look, it doesn't mean that if let's say he didn't have Pickens or Justin Jefferson, Michael Wilson is still a good option, a good play.
For flex.
He's a good solid play getting another opportunity.
Yes. And then one of the things too about Wilson is the fact that they were playing from behind, so the game scripted to that kind of volume that he had. They're not going to be playing from behind, which I don't think they will.
Against the Jaguars?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a good chance that they might be. There's a good chance. I mean, it's not out of the question, right?
I think it's be more McBride game than anything else because they give up more yards. They have trouble guarding the tight end.
That team
is my buddy Mel in here?
She was. Shavers, the law firm of Shavers and Shavers. What is happening here? So, in any event, I was telling some of our biggest loyalists, the goats of the goats, the goat nation, like the West Up motherfucking goat and the Frank motherfucking goat and the West Up and the J goat and the Mel goat.
The officer of the nation.
Yeah, no. So I was telling the clan. No, what we want to do is use this show, use this time, right? This window of 7:30 to 8:15ish to just take a look at what are we looking at, right? What are we what are we anticipating? It doesn't necessarily have to be a start. It doesn't have to be doesn't have to be something hot or bold or anything like it. It's nothing analytic either. It's just like
yeah.
Don't finish the sentence. Flex JMO. You want to flex another Flex JMO and the Aaron Jones and the West Up Goat.
Flexing JMO.
JMO's been on the heater
ever since Dan Campbell took over play calling, it seems.
And Sammy Bowl game.
Yeah.
And since he's been out. I think both happened at the same time, right?
Yeah.
In any event, yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how Hall. I would think Hall's numbers might be better with Tyrod.
That's not the one. You mean so the offense will not look like dog?
Yeah.
Will not look like Maka. All right, so yeah, there was something that there is a specific play that I will stand on some business in that particular game. Not named JMO, not named Amon-Ra. I think this is a Monty game.
I think so too.
I think this is a Monty game. That the Giants can't stop a running back. Period. Running backs, they're the worst. They're the worst in the league when it comes to running backs. Monty is definitely in play for a flex spot if Monty happens to come up between now and Saturday night. Yeah, I would, depending on the other options, but I think Monty's a good play. Here's the other thing, and just like what we're talking about with Josh Jacobs and how I believe that they'll want to hold him out this game while they have their eyes set on Thursday night or Thursday rather.
That'd be the smart thing to do.
So give him the extra time for whatever a contusion is to heal. Give him the extra time, but I think the same thing can be said almost if that game does get out of hand or if there's a lot of points. Well, both things can be true. We should expect a lot of points flying around because Jackson Dart is most likely going to play, so that offense will be a lot more efficient and effective. But let's say if the Lions jump out to something comfortable, I don't think they really. I don't. This might not be the absolute smash spot for Jameer.
And can you imagine if that does happen? Jameson Winston is going to be slinging this.
If
Slinging
if Jameis plays,
yes,
yeah, well, absolutely.
I think they might be cautious with Dart, knowing that they really have they can't go anywhere. You know, they're not fighting for a playoff position. So why make him turn into the reincarnation of Tua? You know,
Well, it would be. He does okay. So like, what? How many games has he played? Let's just say a little more than that.
5, 6, 7.
All right. So let's say 6. He's played 6 games. That's not enough. That's not enough games. They're gonna roll him back out here if he clears concussion protocol. They're gonna start him. They're gonna roll him out, and from there,
and we'll know more about that by tomorrow night. So make sure you tune back in, goats.
We might know a little bit more. He's limited. Look, if he's limited, it seems like he's on that final step.
Yeah.
I think what would only stop him, if I'm not mistaken, the only thing that would stop him right now, Georgie Goat, and the only thing that would stop him, ya boy Goat, is if like he were to develop like a setback, symptoms, like
which has happened in the past, though.
Yeah, it might be happening right here, although I doubt it. Was there a report, George? Is there a report that like perhaps CJ Stroud is like an emergency quarterback tonight? If he's an emergency quarterback, that means that he's through concussion protocol. I'm not sure if I heard that correctly or not.
I didn't hear anything like that.
Someone offered me Sutton and Quinton for lad. Sutton and Quinton, like kibbles and bits.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
No, thank you, George.
You're digressing.
No, thank you, George Goat. What are we? Is there another game here? Is there another situation? You know is there a player? There something?
There's a couple. There's the one game that I'm really interested in seeing how it's played out is Kansas City, Indianapolis. Now, if Indianapolis, people are dismissing Kansas City, why? Because they're 5-5. So, yes. And did you enjoy the 3-way sniper? Let me ask you, did you enjoy as much as I did? But anyway, if the people are thinking Kansas City's not going to make the playoffs, this is going to be a really good test for the Colts. You know, because they're going against a freaking badass defense. That can cover wide receivers. You know, that both Mike and Scott are chilling on the couch.
Rhino, how would you expect me to concentrate this whole time? I'm trying to listen to you, and all I am is like thinking of a 3-way, and snipers involved, and I wasn't.
Different league.
Now, I'm not going to ask you to repeat yourself because that's rude of me. No, I'm different league. Yeah, I guess I'm not in that league.
Nope.
I wasn't even thinking football. Anyway, the commissioner's not starting.
You wrecked them, Mel.
The commissioner's not starting Shavers. I'll answer that part. But I do know where the first premise where you were going with the Chiefs and how they're all of a sudden going to be written off. I got news for you, Rhino. Look at the motherfucking Neo. I got news. I looked at that schedule that the Chiefs have. They may lose one.
Right.
game
Maybe.
moving forward. I think well they are capable of winning out. Let me put it to you that way. So now, by all means, my apologies.
So I think this game will prove either the Colts are pretenders or contenders. I think.
Yes, yes. How about the fact that all they need to do is sell out
Mm-hmm.
and stop JT?
Yep. That's been a proven fact right there.
Prove no, we've seen the Chiefs do it. We've
Yeah.
seen them stop the run if they when push comes to shove. Now the difference being the last time we really saw them sell out to stop the run, it was in the Super Bowl. They weren't expecting to just get carved up otherwise,
Yeah.
which they did. I don't think Daniel Jones and Michael Pittman and Alec Pierce, by the way, are there to dissect the Chiefs. Now the
No.
Chiefs are playing for their lives, and the Chiefs are battle tested. We know that.
And when they're playing for their lives, they're dangerous. I'm not starting Shavers.
Georgie, I didn't know you were a Colts fan, George Goat. Oh, look, man. Oh, you know what? In honor of George, look, in honor of George Goat, we must represent. And look, they have been doing fantastic.
Yeah.
They were off this past week, so let's see how they come out of the bye. There's no reason to think that they will digress coming out of a bye, but it's not out of the question. But they have been fantastic. Whether you want to call it chalking it up to let's play for Carly, let's play for her father. Maybe it's all starting to click between the offensive line and our running back, and all of a sudden the scheme with Daniel Jones, they are pulling all the right levers until they run into a team like the Chiefs that are battle tested with their backs up against the wall. It's going to be a huge test. Let's call it what it is. This is a big time test for Indiana Jones. And while you're at it, if you're new to the channel, give us a like, this thing right here, and subscribe. Snipers, tight ends are always premium. They're always premium here. The Fantasy Goats. Does somebody want to tell me about the three-way? A huge three-way.
Me, Solo, and Mel. Mel got Gatson and Mungai. I got McCarthy because I needed a quarterback, and Solo got Kelsey.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That sounds nice. Orande on the bye. You needed. Did you say JJ McCarthy?
I need a quarterback. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Herbert on the bye.
Oh yeah, and we're not gonna.
Josh Fields got designated to the Canadian Football League, so
we're not gonna call him that anymore. By the way, I want to call him 9. I like that. I like that nickname. His alter ego. If the Colts win against the Chiefs, you would consider they could win the conference. Yeah. If they beat the Chiefs,
it'll be a statement game.
It would be a huge statement game, and if those Colts don't have to go on the road to Buffalo, if they could stay home and play it out, yeah. You've got somebody breathing down your neck, though. Also, George Goat. I mean, like these Texans are now 5-5.
Well, I think they have to play them twice still.
They're looking to knock the Jaguars right out of their place and slip right into a wild card or the division. I don't think they could get the division though. Linda Goat, Love, Caleb, Sammy ball game. I don't know if Sammy Darnold's going to have to do too much against the Titans. Just right off the bat. That's what I'm looking at. I want to see how these Hawks rebound against an absolute inferior ball club right now.
Yeah. I like Love.
And I'm also looking at Kenny Skywalker in this game. I think that he's now starting to reclaim.
Even the coach made some comment about that.
He did.
He did.
He's earned the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has. Did you add Snipers? She's going to ask everybody whether to start Shavers or not. Neo, are you starting Shavers tonight? Tony Shavers, Tyrell Shavers. I don't know why I keep calling him Tony.
I don't know.
Um, I'm starting Allen, but I really think he is going to struggle tonight. So B Goat, who who came in who came into the to the channel early tonight, stated that he also has Dak.
I think I played Dak.
It's not that
Well,
it's not that
okay,
much.
so Allen, I think Allen can go
It's not that. It's not
200
that much.
yards passing and 2 rushing touchdowns.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
I think he could probably do that. You know, that's doable for Josh because he is Josh Allen. You know, I know Houston's defense is damn good, but so is Josh Allen.
Yeah, that's why. And again, it's not like the matchup is just a cakewalk for Dak either. They got the Eagles.
And Dak got a little bit of a hip problem going on too right now too, so slowing him down.
I also picked up Joe Shiesty.
Oh, good for you.
Oh, you're fucking shiesty.
I saw something pop up about him, but I didn't see what it said.
He was a full participant again.
Again, 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco has a little shoulder. There's a little shoulder soreness. Can we see Joe Shiesty?
Only the doctor will be able to say no.
Yeah.
And if they leave it up to Joe, he's gonna play.
I'm also interested. I'm a glutton for freaking train wrecks. I am really interested to see the Browns versus the Raiders.
Shadori.
I want to see what Sanders can do with a full game behind, with first rep spots, right?
Yes.
They brought up a kid named Caden Davis just for the mere fact that Shador Sanders has a good rapport with him. That's the Goats. Just look at the name. I picked him up this week, a couple of weeks. But also, I want to see what happens if Geno Smith turns into Geno Smith and is just shit again. Will they put on AOC? Will they make that change at quarterback? Aiden Collins been taking first reps against the first defense. Will Pete Carroll get out of his own damn way and say, okay, Geno Smith, just go sit. Maybe heal your little bruised quad, not your bruised ego, but your bruised quad.
He fucking loves Geno.
Yeah, he loves that, and that's part of the problems with the Raiders. He needs to get out of his own way. He's so stuck in the past in his thinking, even with the fact that, like with the defense, he doesn't want Patrick Graham to run his defense. He wants Patrick Graham to run his defense, which is two different kinds of defenses. So you wonder why there's freaking problems. Anyway, so I'm interested in seeing that game, especially with Sanders.
I'm very interested in that game.
Is that nuts that we're interested in that game?
No.
Okay.
Oh, are you kidding me? I remember sitting right here in this spot. It was I don't know, the end of April. It was a Thursday night, and we were watching the entire first round, and it was like, okay, all right. Then Saturday, same situation for rounds 2 and 3. We're watching, all right, what's going on? And he's kept falling, and it's now Saturday, and the Browns selected Dylan Gabriel the night before, and they still didn't have Shadori. No, all eyes are on Shador and Michael B. Goat. Yes, if this dude, the son of Dion, gets the ball down the field, gets first downs, of course that's going to help Quinshawn Judkins.
Now, it's not going to be a perfect game by him at all. Not at all. But he should open up the run game because he has the arm. He can make the throws. He can make the off-schedule throws too.
Just like we were talking about it the other night. Fuck you. We were talking about it the other day. He can't do that spin
No,
to the
no, he
back.
can't. No, he can't. He
He
can't
can't. He
reverse
can't.
his Colorado days. No,
Can't spin only 90 degrees or 180 degrees and then start going backwards. That ain't gonna work.
if it okay. So if he, one of the things that will make him better is once he starts getting pressure, just take off because he's got the legs. He ran like a 4.6, so he's got the speed to get away. But he wants to be the pure pocket passer, and don't use your legs. Use your legs, kid, man. You got it. So I'm
Lucius,
going.
baby. What's up,
Um,
Lucius, baby?
I'm going Christian Watson.
Because of the timely manner of this, Lucius, baby. Let's pull Shakir out. Although he may be the only wide receiver that gets going for Buffalo, and he's due to get going also. But I think we're a little bit safer with Christian Watson's
He's been getting
usage.
the wide receiver one target since he got back, plus the deep balls too. Plus they like him in the red zone. Yeah, so that's a good. Christian Watson's a good play.
And what would you what's your take on Harold? Harold now, if they wanna at least max protect Shador, you're gonna have to use a fullback, which by the way, Fannin was lined up as, or you need to keep a tight end in. Yes. Well, what about fantasy? For fantasy B gold, I'd rather start Johnson.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Start Johnson. Jawan, baby, Jawan. Subway eat fish. Michael Regine. How you doing, Michael Regine?
Ooh.
What are your Chase Brown Falcons or the Saints?
Chase.
Woody. Look,
I love Woody Brown. I mean, Woody Brown.
We're gonna mold them into one.
One big.
Yeah, we're gonna breed them. I can't lay you off of Woody against the Bills in this matchup. I can't. I'm sorry. Chase Brown gets a bump, especially if excuse me, if Joe Shiesty returns.
Yeah.
He gets a bump without a question, but it's still a tough.
It's a coin toss.
It's still a tough defense. Right? I mean, they're still tough. The Patriots are tough against the run.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. They're playing Patriots. Yeah, I'm going Woody.
Falcons or Saints. You could take the Falcons there.
Yeah. They get good front seven.
You could take the Falcons there. All right, we got a couple more minutes here before the actual kickoff. Trump. Oh, I'm reading you a Google notification. My apologies.
What's the notification?
This asshole, this asshole feud between him and the newly elected mayor of New York.
Oh, jeez.
Which I didn't vote for. Wandale or Pierce? Alec Pierce. Well, we all know the Alec Pierce stand is here. You're very welcome, Michael. Appreciate you.
If we missed pull Westup's back up. Flex one full PPR. Kamara, Monty, Jalen Warren, or Benson if he plays. Okay, I'm going Monty. Jalen Warren's still nursing an ankle injury, so he's probably not going to play. If he does play, it'd be limited fashion. Benson, he just opened up for practice. The windows opened up for him. He's not. So
I don't trust it.
So I would go Swift. Oh, flex. So Swift, Monty, Jalen Warren, Benson, Wandell, or Pierce.
That's one of the other things or players that I'm looking out for. Rhino is the Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want to continue to see how the Swift Kyle money guy, running back shares go. I think Manungai's got himself a role there. Inside,
I think they both got their perfect roles.
I think Manungai definitely has that specialized inside the 10. Let's get him that touchdown equity. And Swift is going to work in between the 20s. Yeah. And I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for that one series where Manungai is actually inside the 20 and one gets broken. That
Ooh.
the upside that we have now. Again, it's not that I don't want to turn this into like a bold predictions, hot calls, hot takes standing on but I think that there is upside to that. Now, nevertheless, we have to start Swift for his usage, and it's kind of like a rolling of the dice with Manungai in the flex. However, I could see that. I could see that turning. That's what I'm paying attention to in Chicago, the running backs.
And
I want to.
Is Pearsall flat? He's a full participant today.
He was a full. He was a full participant this past Sunday.
Yeah,
he was 75% full.
Okay, so speaking about this right here, this is one of the games that I was looking forward to was the 49ers versus the Panthers. I want to see if Bryce Young continues to go up, or if he's gonna stay, it's gonna be Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You know what I mean? And I want to see if Pearsall's gets more play this week. I think he will. Pearson. And I'm hoping for a Jalen Coker breakout game.
That would be nice.
Yeah,
that would be nice. Pearsall played 75% of the snaps. That's solid as hell.
Yeah,
he ran. He must have lost. He could have lost a pound with all that cardio, but he was out there. That's the good news. That's the really good news. So if he gets another 75% on a Monday, and I don't think that dude, JC Horn, is going to be following Pearsall around.
Mm-mm.
We're in for a good game out of Ricky. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys. Chase Brown and Judkins, we will do tomorrow. West Up Goat. You know we will. You know we freaking will. And Wilson, Pearsall, Meyer. You know we will be Goat. You know we will. Pick 3. We're not going anywhere tomorrow, Goats.
Be back.
We will be back 8:00 for the lineup advice. For that man, the commissioner, for the dogs, Maka and Skylar.
Oh, you can't see him.
I am your shepherd.
Both on the couch.
Puka tea in Rome. Puka tea in Rome. Yeah, no, we'll be back tomorrow night, guys. Enjoy the game. Let's go, Woody.
Yeah.